takedown artist in the UFC at present, and when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier, when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And you talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, and this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use split pieces in the grappling game. He is able to use throws in judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing, to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly something special.
I don't think he can take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, the very business will be able to get this fight to the finish. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed, it was the charisma, it was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's going to look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice was made perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So 2 years, the gap in age, with some differences in height, but the same reach. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Columbus, Ohio, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
Ready?
All right, so here we go. Round 1 is underway. I can't wait to see how this fight plays out, because he told us on Thursday that despite his opponent's submission acumen, he's more than willing to engage him on the ground.
A lot of times guys fight with their ego. They try to go and fight their opponent in their spots. Let's see if this proves to be a very bad decision.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Big powerful punch land. Now he gets back to range.
Punch coming, it's blocked.
Beautiful body kick.
So he lands a double jab there. He continues to work off of that weapon, and he felt like that was a big key for him coming into it.
Very important for him to start popping that jab. He's doing it over and over again. He's finding a ton of success.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin, can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep. Good punch. There's no give on that leg kick.
Oh, look at this out of nowhere. It's flashy but effective. Imanari roll into a potential heel hook here. This could get interesting.
Oh! Oh, man, that was slick.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat.
And he's out. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Lands the ground and pound strike.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, massive head kick there.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Beautiful leg kick throw. Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landed. Both very powerful, very explosive. Big punch land over the top. How's he gonna follow this? Oh man, head kick land.
Oh, that's a nice straight punch there.
Through the punch, got to the target. Look at him working and trying to shut the liver down. Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Oh, nice knee.
Oh! Knee to the body. Straight right hand now, just misses.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Watch knees to the body.
Both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there, DC.
Not a great entry. He showed everything he was going to do. He didn't hide his takedown. You knew from the moment this fight started he was going to go get a shot off. The opponent was ready, and he defended it perfectly.
Oh, buckled him there. Beautiful shot to the body. 20 seconds left.
Ooh, what a punch.
Lee gets tagged by a solid uppercut there. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch landed. It's such a fast leg kick.
Right hand upstairs.
Continuing to go to the head.
Oh, straight right.
Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Oh, and he lands yet another strike to the body. Pinpoint placement right underneath the elbow. continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent start to slow down. He cannot take many of those kicks. Oh, big punch lands.
Oh, nice job there defensively to block that knee attempt. Good work by Lee.
Big kick lands.
Lands the right punch and follows it up with a nice left hand. Nice sequence there by Lee. Well, that left on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Oh!
Look at the force behind that leg kick.
Back and forth we go. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right. Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurt. A finish could come here at any time. And there comes the separation now. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee.
He's back in the clinch position. This is where he has done a ton of good work here. Punch, punch, punch to the head from the clinch.
He lands the head kick. Lee's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight. Looking to set up that head kick again. This one does not find the home. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Well, he works his entire striking game off of that jab. Doubles up on the jab now. Time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Good punch lands. Oh!
Wow, huge head kick.
That one landed clean.
Lee's kick, that one blocked.
Man, he was hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Back to the feet. Oh, straight right. Both guys landing with conviction now. Just out of range with that left hook. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Lee's knee attempt here looked like a good one, but it gets blocked.
Punch over the top. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Seconds left. Trying to hammer that weak leg. Oh, worked hard to get up again, but he looks like he's compromised.
Big body kick.
Oh, and the Superman punch is good. And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Nice work. Nobody's hit that guy like you did before. We need you to keep doing that. Stay on him. He's scared of you now. He's...
You ready?
Ready?
Third round underway. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high level. Connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch. Man. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yeah. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Unable to connect it. Oh, vicious kick to the outside of that lead leg. You got to start checking these, man.
You got to check these kicks, or you're going to be limping around the octagon very short.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, there's the head kick. It's blocked. As effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad. Yeah, he's hurt really bad. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Takedown attempt is good. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Oh, he gives up his back here, DC. That's something that you almost never would do.
No, you got to try not to give up your back, especially on a guy that's this good with the top control from the back position. No one just has that many rear naked choke victories without a great understanding of the position. He has to understand this, and he believes...
Oh, would you look at this, an Imanari roll right into a heel hook. You don't see that every day. It's flashy, it's unorthodox, but proving to be effective here. Let's see if he can finish the fight. And he's out. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. And a single collar tie there. Oh!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Straight right.
Fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
And they separate. Whoa! He's out!
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming. So a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages. Oh, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands, and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way, and in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout assassin.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.